Sweet, beautiful soul, welcome back. The energetics of healing our gut. This is a very important topic and a really timely topic, you know, heading into the new year, but really honestly, anytime. If you are wanting to feel good in your body, if you're wanting to release excess weight, if you are wanting to become a more clear channel, if you're wanting to create and heal anything in your life, addressing the gut is going to be one of the most important things. So, I wanted to dive in and create this resource about how do we truly heal the gut? Because while there are many physical things, and we're going to talk about those and dive into those, there are many, and rather the root is a spiritual and energetic thing that we have to look at, we have to address, and we have to work with if we want to see lasting changes. Okay? If we want to see lasting changes, we have to work with the energetics. If we do not work with the energetics, and if you're on video, we're just gonna do a little cleaner-oo. There we go. If we do not work with the energetics of healing any aspect of our body, we are missing a huge component. And whatever issue it was that we were dealing with is most likely going to come back. This is why people do parasite cleanses and they come back. They like, oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how many parasite cleanses I did in the past, all to feel like all of the symptoms came back within honestly a few days. And it's really discouraging. And I know that people get really discouraged when it's like they really like doing intense cleanses is it takes a lot of time, a lot of preparation, a lot of money, a lot of willpower, a lot of working with so much, right? And so to have symptoms come back, we don't want that. We don't want that. So today we're going to talk about how to eliminate that when we begin to work with the energetics. And here's the thing about the gut. Every single, and rather every system, but everything is interconnected. So your liver, your pancreas, your spleen, your kidneys, your thyroid, your heart, your lungs, everything is going to influence the gut. Even what you are putting on your skin, you have a microbiome on your skin, you have a microbiome in your mouth, you have microbiome of your eyes, within your nose. And all of these are impacting your gut microbiome as well. So we're going to start a little bit physical and then we're going to get down into the energetics. So when we do anything, because here's the thing, we are physical beings, we must take care of these physical bodies. And that includes physical things. If you're here, you've heard me say before, I will never believe that like you can just eat McDonald's and really be fully healthy. This is my personal belief. I know other spiritual people will tell you otherwise, but this is my personal belief. But here's the thing. When you are super aligned spiritually, you would not, I believe you would not want to. You would not want to put something into your body that you know is filled with chemicals and man-made toxins. Like, I personally don't even crave. I don't even crave. Like, I would rather fast than eat McDonald's. I would rather fast than eat food that is not food. Okay. Because I've come to a level of like really deeply valuing my health and my vessel and my body. And that means I want to give it organic. I want to give it no pesticide laden food, which here's the thing, organic literally just means not sprayed with pesticides. So it's kind of funny. So it's technically like normal food, unadulterated, unman tainted food. And also heavy metals, like heavy metals and bacteria. Like this can, gosh, This is, and microplastics, like all of these things are impacting our body and especially our gut. So when we have these toxins like glyphosate, which is being sprayed on everything, so if you're not getting organic, you're disrupting your gut with the toxins that are put on non-organic produce. You're disrupting your gut with cooking on aluminum Teflon pans. You're disrupting your gut by putting aluminum deodorant on, which FYI too, once you heal your gut, you don't even need to wear deodorant. You don't even need it, okay? And you won't smell. It's the best part. I nowadays I only wear deodorant if I'm like gonna be like going somewhere, working out, or it's like really hot out and I'm like gonna be seeing people afterwards. Otherwise, like there's no need. There's no need. And you won't need it. You won't miss it. Also putting toxins, like going to the EWG website, the skin base or skin deep database, and looking at all of your personal care products. The lotion you put on your skin is your largest organ, okay? So what lotions, what perfumes? I don't even recommend perfume. I only use essential oils if I'm going to put a scent on and high quality essential oils because even essential oils oftentimes are not great. And so you can see that there are a lot of things working against us. There are a lot of things working against us. And then also water. Water, 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 my friends. We need to be hydrated to have good gut health, but the quality of our water is very important. I use not only a shower filter, but I also filter my drinking water, okay? And why this is so important is again, your skin is your largest organ. So if you're only drinking or purifying your drinking water, you're still absorbing, especially if you're taking a hot shower, that steam opening up your pores and all of those toxins from the water coming into your cells, coming into your body. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, and here's where it gets really fun. And by the way, I have a link for my favorite water filter system below. I also have a link to my Amazon store, which I have my shower filter that I use. And I also have there like the link to all of the things that I use on a daily basis. For example, oh my gosh, you guys, I have been drinking Organifi green juice every single day for probably 6 years, 7 years. I never get sick of it. The thing with a lot of green juices is that they put so many ingredients in them. You look and the ingredient list is like this long, and it's like you're getting literally like a sprinkle of each ingredient to the point where it could not even have a therapeutic effect on the body because it's literally like this much. And then the main ingredients, like some of them are like apple powder is like the main one. And it's like, okay, so you're literally getting mainly apple powder. Like I asked for a brand to send me their ingredient list. They were like, I've tried all the greens powders, you guys. And this company was coming out with a greens powder. And so they didn't have a label for it, but they were asking to send it to people to try. And I said, well, before I try anything, I want to see what the ingredients are. So they sent me their prototype label, which was like, or the manufacturer's label, which hadn't gone to print yet. And it was this list of how much of each ingredient there was. And it was like apple, 75%. And then it was like broccoli, like 2%, spinach, 2%, kale, 2%. And then like the functional mushrooms and all of that, like literally like points of a percent. When we do that, we're not really getting the therapeutic effects. Now, here's the thing. I bring this up because nature has given us so many herbs and support to detoxify. And so if you are not using a shower or a water filter for your shower, or you are cooking, you have been cooking in the past with Teflon or drinking plastic out of plastic water bottles or all of these things. Like, here's the thing. If you walk outside, you're getting chemtrails. Like, the goal is not to live in a bubble and not be exposed to any toxins. The goal is to optimize the body, which we're starting off with physically, but then we're going to get into energetically so that you can be supported. So something like taking green juice, which I personally love Organifi's. I'm sure there are some other ones that are really great as well. This is just my personal preference. So I also have a link for a discount for that. I believe my discount code is just Jasmine. And I've taken it every single day, as well as their Shilajit. This has all of the trace minerals. So this is like another amazing thing. Whenever I'm working with clients, I'm like, we got to get water first, minerals second, and then we can work on everything else because we're made up of water. So also what you were drinking. So putting like this green juice that I start my morning with every day, and then a Shilajit, like this in and of itself will begin to heal your gut if you're not doing anything. And for people who have not done cleanses, this is a really great way to begin the cleansing process and begin to work with your body's natural detoxifying um, ability. Because there are herbs, like it's almost like God created the most perfect ecosystem of like herbs that help balance our body, essential oils that help balance our body. And then man tried to play God and thought that chemicals and toxins, and then there was money to be made in them. And I digress. But that is what's happening. But you came here in this time. You have all of the energetic physical resources you need to thrive. So this is some of the physical, okay? Literally just touching the surface. If you were my client, I'm going to be working with you deeper. I'm going to be looking at things deeper. I'm going to be working and looking into your field and seeing what does your body need specifically to heal your gut and therefore all of your body as a totality. But baseline, these are some of the physical things that I would look at to begin to heal your gut. So now we have to get into the energetics because this is the juice, this is the meat, this is the foundation. Anything that you do in the physical without supporting it in the energetic, it will just go and then come right back, go and then come right back. And oh my goodness, did I spend years doing this before I got into this whole world. So if you're not familiar, I became a nutritionist first. I became a nutritionist first. And while I was in grad school, I had so many health issues. I've had a lot. I mean, my goodness, I almost died when I was 2.5 years old. So I have learned so much about health and healing throughout my life. It's like my initiation in this lifetime to look at health as well as the spiritual implications and how do we blend these. So when I was in grad school and they were telling me, this is what you do for this disease, this is what you take for this disease. And when I got eczema all over my hands, that was so painful, so painful. And I went to a dermatologist and they just said, just take steroids. And then I went to a doctor for reoccurring UTIs and they were like, you just need an antidepressant and all of these things. And I got to this place where I was like, what are these people telling me? This is not a solution. I'm not taking steroids and I'm not taking an antidepressant. And here's the thing, if you're on that, like, I'm not telling you to get off. None of this is medical advice. Please seek professional help and support if you're dealing with any of these conditions. But for me, it just felt like such a no in my body. Felt like such a no in my body. And so I knew I had to go deeper. And so I started asking, I was like, God, you have to show me. Like, I can't deal with this eczema. I'm doing the elimination diet. I'm doing the physical things. I'm taking the herbs. I'm taking the supplements. I'm doing the diets and protocols. And yeah, if I eat like one or two foods, it's like manageable, tolerable, but it's not gone. So you like show me how to heal this. A few days later, I discover hypnotherapy. I do a session. 2 weeks later, the eczema is totally gone. Okay. And so this is when I knew we have to look into the energetics for everything. Okay. So what I want to share with you is that each organ is going to carry a different emotion. And now I said at the very beginning, because each organ carries a different emotion, don't get hung up on that. Don't get super hung up on that because your liver is impacting your gut. Your spleen impacting your gut. Your pancreas impacting your gut. Your kidneys impacting your gut. your lungs, your heart impacting your gut, your thyroid impacting your gut, and vice versa, your gut impacting your thyroid. So all of these body parts have, or rather organs and body parts, but all of these organs really are known to hold different emotions. So for example, when I see people with thyroid issues and like these issues taking place in the thyroid, it's like, what aren't you saying in your life? Or when did you feel like you couldn't speak? When did you feel like your truth didn't matter? Where did you feel like you had to hold yourself back and not express? This could be in your past, this could even be in a past life. And then when we get into the lungs, for example, oh my goodness, like grief, sadness. This, my gosh, especially with the fires that we have been seeing, which we won't get into all of that, but like for myself personally, like that has impacted my gut is all of the toxins that have been in the air, right? And so there's also an emotional component though to that, into being an energetic match to anything and everything that happens. Because believe it or not, we are an energetic match to everything that we experience. You cannot experience, and I know that this is like hard and challenging, especially for like children and younger people, to say like, how could they be an energetic match for it? And we have to remember their soul chose it. Their soul chose it. Even if it is a horrendous, awful thing, that was the thing that that soul wanted in that lifetime in order to become and create whatever it was that the soul wanted to do. Also, we have to remember that sometimes souls come in solely for the purpose of helping other people grow and expand. So perhaps it was someone's child who endures something terrible, and that elicits the mother to then go on and create this foundation or do something that helps people. So we have to remember this. Everything, you have to be an energetic match for anything and everything. So then we're going to get into our kidneys, which are going to be fear and worry. And the stomach also holds a lot of worry and also sadness. A lot of sadness is held in the gut, and also perfectionism. So if you feel or felt like you had to be a perfectionist, which I know a lot of people have felt that in their lives, especially like in school. Oh my gosh, I was just walking by a school the other day and I was hearing they were like outside. The kids were outside for recess or whatever. And they were on this intercom and I was listening to what the professional, like, who knows, the teachers or whatever were like telling these kids. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's no wonder kids get trauma. It's no wonder. Like, and it's no wonder kids don't know how to be the authority in their life growing up when they're literally taught and indoctrinated into following the rules, following the leader. And anyways, it's tangent, but it's really not though, because that energy can be stored in the gut. Do you know how many people I've seen in sessions where their trauma was like getting made fun of in school or getting bullied, or even something as what appears to be small to us, but like raising your hand, a child, one of my clients, like it was like they raised their hand and they had said the wrong answer and someone made fun of them. And that led to terrible gut issues later on down the line. So, and that also leads to this like perfectionism of like, I just like, if I'm just perfect, then mom will love me, then dad will love me. Then if I'm perfect enough, then maybe dad, like as children don't understand why mom or dad would have to go to work and not be with them. And so kids do really wild things to earn love, right? Like if I'm just perfect enough, maybe dad won't have to work so much. If I'm perfect enough, maybe mom wouldn't have to leave and be so stressed out because I could be perfect enough. And so kids try and take on a lot of the pain and emotions from their parents. And because kids just aren't taught, hopefully this is going to change. These emotions can be carried with us until we are adults, until we finally learn the tools of how to release them. This is what I help people do in one-on-one work. And this is why I could never just tell you, as a blanket statement, just look at the fear in your life right now and your kidneys will feel better, or just look at the sadness in your life right now and your gut will feel better. No, you are a unique person, and what got you here is your soul's perfect journey, right? And everything that you have gone through, all of the pain and suffering and obstacles that you have overcome and are overcoming and are about to overcome, all of those are exactly perfect for your soul's lesson and correction and wisdom that it wants to gain in this life. So whatever you are going through right now, and really any dis-ease, any illness, we have to begin to look at these deeper energetics, at these deeper pains. And really then this floods out into all aspects and areas of our life of like this is going to impact our relationships. It's going to impact how we earn and receive money. This is going to impact our connections in our community. This is going to impact how we live our purpose and our soul's divine destiny. This is going to impact all of this. Because if we don't feel whole and good and vibrant in our body, we're not going to want to have a thriving relationship. We're not going to want to go out and be seen and heard and witnessed, especially if we have these baggage and trauma from back when we were growing up that it's not safe to be seen, it's not safe to be heard. We have to begin to work through these. And then, my friends, your gut will begin to heal. Your body will begin to heal. And I know it sounds so crazy. This is going to sound so crazy to some people that working on creating boundaries in your life and working on healing your past trauma and working on no longer needing to be a perfectionist and working on releasing the guilt and the shame and the sadness from 2 years old or 200 lifetimes ago, that could heal your gut today. And then you don't have to worry about everything you eat, perhaps getting parasites or having mold or heavy metals or toxins or fungus or bacteria or all of these things because you're going to come in contact with that stuff every single day. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But parasites, mold, bacteria, fungus, heavy metals, if you live in the US, most places actually in the world these days, unless you create a little bubble, which that would be terrible for your mental health. But unless you do that, you are going to be exposed to these toxins. And so the goal is not to shield ourselves from them. It is to optimize our body physically and energetically to move the toxins through. Okay. Because your body is designed and equipped to heal. It is designed and equipped to release and move through these and process these. And when we work with the energetics, you have now opened up your energetic body so much, and you now have the vitality to move the toxins through the body. When the body is full of energetic toxins, i.e., trauma, emotions, worry, self-doubt, criticizing yourself, perfectionism, when the energetic body is full of that, the physical body, its capacity to detox and protect is very low. And so we have to begin to lower the energetic and emotional and traumatic load so that the physical body and the physical processes have the strength and vigor and vitality to move through whatever comes into your life and body and environment. So there's a lot here, my friends, and I'm literally just scratching the surface. This is just scratching the surface, but I'm happy to continue to dive deeper if this is something that you are interested in. So let me know that you are listening, watching over on Instagram at I am Jasmine Elise, or in the comments. Feel free to share this video if it resonates, if it supported you, or if there is someone you know that could use this support. And also, no matter what platform you are on, I'd be so grateful for a like, for a review, especially if you found this helpful. This is how we grow. This is how we spread the word. And this is how we get this message out into the world because these are how we truly heal. It is not through, I don't want to get blocked or banned, but it is not through the mainstream things that they are telling us. It is not just taking a pill and then all your problems go away and just shutting that receptor off. That is not how we heal. In fact, that makes things worse in the long term. In the long term. Again, not medical advice. There's nothing wrong if you have done these things. Everything is fixable. The body is designed to heal. And so let's get your body into a place where it knows exactly how to heal. So when you want to go deeper, see the links below, all of the resources, the ways to work with me, all of that is going to be below. And with that, my friends, I am just sending you all infinite love and light.